Shout out to Money Brown, man. Earl Spence Jr. Boy, Money Brown, he get a lot of money, that's why I call him Money Brown.
What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Money Brown TV. Thank you so much for everything.
Hey, this is Ryan Garcia here. Shout out to Money Brown TV and keep punching, baby.
Yo, what's going on out there, Fight World? It's your boy Money back with another one, fam. And this one here is on 3 big dogs in this fight game. We have the legend, the Filipino Manny Pacquiao. We all know Manny Pacquiao is an 8-division world champion. He's a legend. Then we have Berios, the 2-division world champion. He is the current WBC welterweight world champ. And then we have Earl Spence Jr., the big dog, the former unified WBC, IBF, and Super WBA welterweight world champion, looking to be a 2-division world champion. You understand what I'm saying? Now, ladies and gentlemen and boys and girls, listen. Could Earl Spence come back and face the winner of Berios and Manny Pacquiao? I want y'all to hear me out and hear me out well. We all know Earl want to move up to 154. We all know he ain't fighting at 147 no more. But we all know Earl Spence was supposed to get that Manny Pacquiao fight. And I'm thinking that might be an opportunity that Earl is looking for, right? Now, Berios, he might win. Earl might not go to 47 for him. Manny Pacquiao, him and Manny Pacquiao might can fight at a catch weight. And a lot of people might be like, man, Earl coming back for that old man, this, that, and this and that. But, hey, it's a lot of money in that fight for Earl Spence. A lot of money. You understand? Now, we all seen EJ come out and say he's not coming back until he's ready to come back. Nobody go force him into the ring, this, that, and the third. Salute to that, right? Fighters are able to do what they want to do, especially, you know, in a brutal sport like the sport of boxing. So we go continue to say Earl Spence is 1 foot in and 1 foot out. But Manny Pacquiao ain't never leaving boxing alone, as look like. I'm just going to keep it real. Manny Pacquiao ain't never leaving boxing alone, bro. Pacquiao is in it until, I guess, they cut his damn hands off. Now, Pacquiao been out the ring for a minute. His last fight was against Dennis Ugas when Ugas came back and won the title from him. No, sorry. I think he had an exhibition bout or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. But I know that his last big-time bout was Dennis Ugas, right? So now Pacquiao is coming back to face Berios. Like I say, he was the WBC champion. WBC champion. Pacquiao coming back and getting a title shot right off the rip. How crazy is that? Have you seen more crazier things? Let me know. But Manny Pacquiao is coming back getting a goddamn WBC world title shot without even warming up. Just to let you know, when you're the A-side and when you're a money machine, boxing is what I always say, organized crime ring it'll always be. But Berios got an opportunity here to stop a lot of things. He got an opportunity to put Manny Pacquiao out the sport for good, which I don't think that. But he got an opportunity to go in there and share the ring with a legend, be seen all over the world, make a hell of a payday, and put a lot of more buzz and recognition on your name. Now, Berios, the Aztec warrior, he will fight any and everybody. I'm a big-time fan of Berios. Big time. Always have been, always will be, because of his style of fight, but his heart. Berios go out there, he fight any and everybody. Don't make no excuses. He gets it in. You know what I mean? Now he's holding on to another title. He was a WBA regular at 140. Now he's WBC at 147. You know, he can hold his head high in the sport of boxing. But even with Berios, there was rumors that him and Earl Spence was going to get in there and lock in. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? Could Berios get an opportunity with Earl Spence as well? We will find out. But the thing is, a lot of people saying EJ, they saying him without a trainer and things of that nature, and it's making them wonder what's going on. I mean, one thing he is doing, he's staying in great shape. He's been living life to the fullest. He's been chilling with his kids, you know what I'm saying? Having that bond with the children and the father, which is always needed, especially where we come from. So respect to that, bro, on that tip, you know what I mean? Earl always said, you know, when the sport is over, all you're going to have is your family with you. You know what I mean? He don't care about no fans, this, that, and the third, and none of that. All it's going to be is you and your family, which I can respect that because that's in any profession. You know what I'm saying? When it's over, you done entertaining, You giving your service to the world, to the people. You go have your fan base. You go have the people that don't rock with you, things of that nature. But when it's over, it's just you and your family. But right now, Earl Spence still has something in the tank, and a lot of people wondering, is he coming back? Will he come back? I mean, he's been hinting at coming back, facing this fighter, facing that fighter, facing Fundora at 154. You know, when he was the unified champion, you know, it was a lot of hints at Earl Spence coming back, but it was no action. You know what I'm saying? There was no action. And then, you know, Earl Spence, he come out, he show up to fights and things of that nature. And, you know, you don't get a flat-out straight answer if he coming back or not. But we all know him and Manny Pacquiao supposed to have the fight at 147. Earl Spence went in fight week, had a injury with the eye to where he had to pull out of the fight, lost a big-time bag, and he lost his opportunity of what he said, what he wanted to do to Manny Pacquiao. And that opportunity fell to Dennis Ugas, who went in there and demolished Manny Pacquiao, which a lot of people thought Pacquiao would just go run through Ugas, but Ugas went in there and changed the game, which led to Earl Spence and Dennis Ugas, you know, fighting in Dallas, Texas. I was happened to be in attendance at that fight, hell of a fight, right? But then Earl, after that, went on to face Terrence Crawford, and he's been out the ring for almost 2 years now. Well, 2 years and some change now. Well, be 2 years in July, sorry, be coming up on 2 years. So now, you know, a lot of people saying, damn, Earl, is this it? This going to be your last fight? Is this how you going out? Is this how you going to be remembered? The Terrence Boy Crawford fight? Because, you know, I don't think you want that fight to be the last fight you be remembered by. I don't think no fighter want their last fight to be a loss. You know what I mean? Especially coming up to the biggest fight of your career and you losing in that fight and the way you lost in that fight. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that to be the last memory stuck in people's head. But when you bring up Earl Spence, that seems to be the only thing that people talk about and bring up. And you can't get mad because that's the last thing that he's done. And they say you're only as good as your last fight. You know? Now, we know Earl Spence got more than a tank. We know he can come back and get a W and beat a lot of these cats out here. It's just about it's the mental game. It's there with EJ, who we know to be the most toughest, mentally tough fighter in the sport, or one of the mentally toughest fighter in the sport. You know what I mean? Or, you know, is it just he's losing the lust and the love for the sport? We just don't know. But the winner of Mario Berios and Manny Pacquiao kind of makes some sense. You know what I mean? Kind of makes some sense. Earl been out for a while. Pacquiao, we know Pacquiao, you know, we're near the Manny Pacquiao that he used to be. Mario Berios a hell of a fighter, but we know Earl Spence is still good enough to beat him. But I think Earl Spence, you know, I don't know if he made a statement before like he would never fight Manny Pacquiao again. But if Pacquiao come out and ice Mario Berios' ass, like go out there, look good, you know what I'm saying? Don't show no signs of if he get cracked that it's just really, really over as an old man, and go out there and ice Mario Berios and knock him out or some shit like that, I think Earl might give it a shot. I think he might say, you know what? Let's see if Manny willing to fight at a catch weight, and let's get in there and get it on. Because I think Manny Pacquiao for any challenge. I think Manny Pacquiao will welcome the Earl Spence fight with open arms. I think he just wanted a challenge because he can't sit his ass down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at this as an opportunity of, is Earl looking at the winner, Berios and Pacquiao, or is Earl just chilling and waiting to see what transpired at 154? You know what I'm saying? But I'm quite sure his last fight is not going to be the Terrence Boy Crawford fight. You know? I think even he want to, you know, take that shit and say, you know what, man, let me go and get that out the way and put something else on tape. You feel me? So I'm just a little curious, y'all. Y'all might be a little stretch. I might got a little stretch going here because, like I said, Earl ain't going back to 147. We know that for a fact. Berios is the WBC champion at 147. Pacquiao is coming back. We know he's a small guy. Not small as a smaller, but, you know, being at that age. But I was just a little curious, man, and I'm seeing this little matchup with Berios and Pacquiao, knowing Earl and Pacquiao supposed to have a fight. And maybe Earl get that Manny Pacquiao fight, get the bag, and ride on off into the sunset. Or maybe you want to become a world champion at 154 and ride off into the sunset. We just never know. Just you know, something to put up in the air. But let's just see and let's find out. But EJ ain't coming back till he want to come back, as he said. So I appreciate y'all, man. I'm on to the next one.